All right. Hi, everyone. We're going to be starting now. Welcome to our no-cost solar sign-up workshop. Sorry. All right. So my name is Valerie. I am with the City of Richmond, specifically in the City Managers, Economic Development, and Environmental and Health Initiatives Division. Here today, we will also be presenting with grid alternatives. We're going to have our presenters Bobby Singh, Ambessa Cantave, and Erica Munoz presenting with us. And then we're going to have Camila Burgos be our interpreter in Spanish. So to start off with our partnership with the City of Richmond and Grid Alternatives. We started our partnership back in 2007. This was when Grid Alternatives installed their first solar installation in the City of Richmond. Then back in 2015, that is when we began our first formal relationship through a contract with Grid Alternatives and the City of Richmond. And then 2004, we expanded through our TCC grant funding, allowing them to continue doing this program and expand their services in the City of Richmond. Some of the program funding sources are the State Cap and Trade Fund, the State of California Energy Fund, City of Richmond Environmental and Community Investment Agreement, also known as ECIA, and the California Strategic Growth Council with the Transformative Climate Communities, TCC grant. So since 2007, Grid Alternatives have installed over 600 solar panels in the City of Richmond. As you can see here, 2,000 kilowatts have been installed, up to $14 million of lifetime savings. 4,000 people got hands-on training, and then we saved up to 35,000 tons of emissions. Here's another impact. And if you're interested in additional energy resources, say you don't qualify for this program, there's a bunch of other energy resources that you can reach out to. These are also on your slides. If you look at them. Another resource that I wanted to share is our I Heart Richmond resource. So this booklet provides a bunch of resources if you're a Richmond resident or a Contra Costa County resident. There are a bunch of numbers that you can call if you want to reach out to someone in the city. If you are interested in any of the fundings that the city provides, you can also see that here. And then we also have our socials as well. Another resource that I like to just provide everyone is our free compost giveaway. So at 101 Pittsburgh Avenue, every first Wednesday of the month, you are able to receive up to 2 cubic yards of compost. So if you have a garden that you like to maintain, or if you have a business, you can come and receive it, as long as you have an ID. Another resource is our free green waste kitchen pail. So if you have a lot of compost or you want to start composting in your kitchen, you can come here at 450 Civic Center Plaza at the City Hall. You just come up to the 3rd floor, and as long as you request for a kitchen pail, you will be able to receive one. All right, thank you. And now I will introduce Grid Alternatives and Ambessa.
Thank you all so much. Thank you so much, Valerie. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having an awesome evening. Like Valerie said, my name is Ambessa Cantave, pronouns he, him, his. I am the Transformative Climate Communities Program Manager. That's one of the programs through which we deliver no-cost solar to you all at Grid in the Bay Area. And I want to thank you for coming, and I want to thank you for being interested, because without you, this program wouldn't exist. So for tonight, we're going to be going through a lot of our programs and offers and how it works and how you can just on-ramp into it. I'll be presenting in English with my colleague Bobby Singh, while we have our other colleague Camila Burgos. She'll be translating in Spanish. And for those who don't know, we do have some interpretation devices that you can just listen to. And so please get yourself one if you don't have one. That way you'll be able to follow the whole presentation. So, grid alternatives. Well, who are we? Well, during this presentation, we're going to answer all of these questions, let you know how you can take part in our program, and hopefully answer any questions that you have. In short, Grid Alternatives is America's largest nonprofit solar installer. Our mission is to build community-powered solutions that advance economic and environmental justice through renewable energy. We envision a transition to clean, renewable energy that includes everyone. So we want everyone to play a part in making the planet better. And we also want everyone to play a part in being able to enjoy low-cost bills and the like. And so this is why we're here, and that's the purpose of our solar program. Give me a second, sorry. Oops, sorry.
We hatched this crazy idea that we were going to install solar for low-income folks. In 2004, we did 2 installations the whole year. We thought we were a smashing success. And what happened after that was those 2 people told their cousin and their neighbor down the street and said, you know what, solar's for us too, we can get solar. And those 10 people that we twisted their arms into volunteering with us that first time, they told 10 people who told 10 people who told 10 people.
So that's how we work, right? And so in addition to the programs that we have an awesome referral program that we're going to be going over. And so you can learn, other than getting solar on your home, getting the renewables that we offer, how you can continue to benefit. So to tell you a little bit more about our program, like you saw in the video, our Energy for All program, our program is called the Energy for All program, and it has 2 components. It helps make solar accessible to families who need energy savings, and at the same time, it provides hands-on solar installation to our volunteers and job trainings. So we not only install solar and renewables on your homes, we also have job training for people who want to learn how to install solar as well. Ultimately, what we strive for is something we call a triple bottom line, PPE, and that's our model. It's people. We want to bring smiles to help reduce the energy cost to our clients. It's the planet. We want to reduce pollution in our communities with solar technology, and it's employment. We want to help jumpstart folks into meaningful careers in the solar industry. And so 2 of the major programs that we have are both our solar installation program and our training program as well. Hold on a second. This. Give me a second here. That's this. You saw this. Sorry about that. Little thrown off here. And so next, I'm going to talk to you about our service area. In more detail, we get state funds that help us administer solar in your area. These funds are called DAC-SASH, which is short for Disadvantaged Communities, Single-Family Solar Households, which helps fund our solar program. And if you take a look at this map, all the areas in red are designated by the state as disadvantaged communities. That's because there are many factors such as higher air pollution, higher unemployment rates, lack of jobs. If your home falls in any of those areas that you see within red, we can access funds to help pay for your solar project. As you can see, a lot of Richmond right over here falls into that area. And so and also neighboring places like San Pablo. So it's no secret that the way all this pollution gets in this area are by major polluters, just like Chevron, which is in Oakland. And so the person you saw in the video, they mentioned that, wait, was there another video? Sorry about that, sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me get this one going for you right here. Is that the one? Is the same one? Okay, sorry about that.
We hatched this crazy idea that we were going to install
I'm so
solar
sorry,
for
everyone.
low-income folks. In 2004, we did 2 installations the whole year. We thought we were a smashing success. And what happened after that was those 2 people told their cousin and their neighbor down the street and said, you know what, solar's for us too, we can get solar. And those 10 people that we twisted their arms into volunteering with us that first time, they told 10 people who told 10 people who told 10 people.
All right, here we go. So you might be asking yourself, how can we do this? How is this funded? So, we get state rebates which allow us to install solar on your homes. We mainly access funding to cover all of this. As a nonprofit, we apply for grants that may qualify to support our mission using local funding, such as the City of Richmond, or Marine Clean Energy, or large donors, which often give us money. However, anyone can participate in our program. We have a membership program to donate $1 or $2, and you can sign up on our website to be part of that program. And what happens is, when we get these funds, they allow us, the sponsors, the membership program, the donations, the local funding, and the grants all come together to help us fund these programs. We also take advantage of federal tax credits for solar using something called third-party ownership and state funds that are available for solar installations in the Dax area. We'll be talking more about these last 2 in great detail. So we have this ownership model. It's a 10-year agreement that grid pays for the entire system, and you have 5 years of warranty to install and to deinstall if something wrong is with the program. We also monitor your system, and we also have insurance for it to make sure that if something goes wrong, that we can either replace your materials, replace your panels, and the like, or just come in and monitor it and make sure that everything is working correctly. And this stays on your home, and ownership transfer. If you happen to sell your home and you have solar on your home as well, you don't take the solar with you. It goes on to the next person who buys your home. Another program that we have is something called the Transformative Climate Communities. And so our 2 main programs are DAC-SASH and our TCC program. So I just talked about the DAC-SASH before, where you saw the red map. We have another program that mainly serves 3 major neighborhoods in Richmond, which are the Iron Triangle, Coronado, and Santa Fe. So we've been awarded about $6.9 million for 5 years. It started in 2023, and it's going on to 2028. And with that program, we install solar in the 3 neighborhoods, Santa Fe, Coronado, and the Iron Triangle. And we work with a subcontractor that's popular here in Richmond, MCE Clean Energy, and they help us do energy efficiency in the homes. So with this TCC program, Transformative Climate Communities program, it's not just solar that you get. You get energy efficiency measures in your home. So we send contractors that come in and see if the energy in your home is being used efficiently. For example, you may have an old hot water heater that is not really working in its optimal capacity. And so we'll come in, we'll see if it's an energy drain, or we'll see if it's like current, and if it's not, we'll swap it out. We also do things like wall furnaces that we change, upgrades to windows, roofs, check to see if they're mold and pests and the like. We do electrification, and what that means is if you have like an old stove that is no longer efficient, we will swap it out and replace it with new ones. Everything to bring your home up to a very healthy environment. We also assess the need for like electrical upgrades, mini splits, and the like. And we also do outreach for renewables so that you all can get clean cars as well. I spoke about the service area a little while ago, and this is it, the iron triangle. So everything that you see in this triangle over here are areas that we serve. So you can identify if your home falls within these areas, and if you do, then you qualify for the TCC program. Otherwise, we have the DAC-SASH program, which I showed you earlier, that you may qualify for that as well. So to just go into detail more about the TCC program, like I said, these are some of the efficiencies that we try to look for to see if your home is actually using energy in the right way. Is your home properly insulated? We do duct sealing. We install smart thermostats, and we replace your wall furnace. Somebody earlier asked me, well, what if I have an old heater that's not efficient? That's a wall furnace, so that can be swapped out too. And we also replace your water heater if it's not efficient and give you an electric hot water heater that operates optimally. All of these energy savings are done by our subcontractor, MCE, which they specify in home energy savings through their services, and that's their website over there, mcecleanenergy.org, if you want to find out more about it. So you might want to ask us, how does solar actually work in the home? Well, has anybody seen their PG&E bills and they see this? They have something called a delivery fee. Well, what that delivery fee is actually the phone cords, the phone wires, the electrical wires that go into your home. And so when you get solar, instead of pulling energy from the grid, the solar that you have actually powers your house, and depending on how many that you store, it pretty much travels back, and then you get credit for all of that. So this is a model that just shows you why solar is efficient. When you don't have solar, you normally get energy from the grid, and so from the grid that PG&E owns and the like, and it has to go through all of this to get into your home from PG&E's power plants, whereas the difference is you put solar on top of your home, and it's directly into your home. So you not only are producing your own energy, but you don't have that delivery fee, which gives you extra savings. So next up, I'm going to bring up my friend here who works with me, Bobby Singh, and he's going to tell you more about the program and how you qualify.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambessa. Thank you for doing. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome. Really nice to see all of you. Lovely faces. We have a full house today. All right. So next, we're going to talk about average solar generation per month. Part of the reason you are charged annually because your solar production looks different depending on the season. As you can see, different months in there. Just an example, you can see the chart. Your electrical expense may be higher in the winter months because the weather is gloomier, more cloudy, and the days are shorter. However, during the summer months like June or July, there are sunnier days, and the days are much longer, and usually there are still sunlight after 9 p.m. So which is great time to store the energy as much as you can. However, during the summer months like this, the more you save energy, the better is it for you because you can use it during the colder months as winter and winter and spring comes, because the days will be shorter and there will be less sunlight. So in this way, you will be able to use the energy that you have saved during the summertime during the colder months. And the ideal is that you will be produced so much during this time that you can offset your electrical expenses from the month with your credits. So the credits that you'll be getting It will be sitting on the utility grid. So whenever there is not enough energy being stored during the winter time or during the night times, it will come back into your home to use it as a credit. But not to worry, if you do not have enough um, credits, you can always get more electricity from PG&E. So you can see at this time, at the same time you are making a positive impact to your community and contributing in clean and renewable energy at the same time while you're doing all the savings. Next slide. Thank you. So as you can see, the lowest rate or the best time of use is between 12 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, I know you will say like, hey, I'm not going to wait until midnight to use my electricity. I want to use it right away, right? But, that's how it is set up by PG&E. We have to follow it. That's the time you will be getting the lowest rate to use. I would suggest that to use as much as electricity you can before 3 p.m. In this way, you are billed for the time of use, which is going to be a lesser rate. So you are not making, you are not only paying lowest bill during the off-season time, but you are also contributing and bringing in clean renewable energy at the same time. Yeah, as you can see in there, the high peak usage hours are from 4 to 9 p.m. And this is because of the supply and demand, right? There's a lot of people work during the daytime, and when they come home, they start using the power all together. So the PG&E is not able to supply or to meet your demand. So what they do, they have to generate more dirty, they have to create more plants and more dirty energy, right? So if you are going to, not only, like I said, that you will be saving during the off-peak hours, but you will be making a positive impact to the environment as well. Now, look at this. This is the best part, right? Yeah? All right. I want to see more, yeah. Yeah, it's no cost to you, right? And how does this happen? Because, since you are not paying, like Ambessa has already explained it to you, the companies in this area, like Chevron, is creating a lot of dirty energy, right? Creating pollutions and things like that. So the government is kind of taxing them heavily, and all the tax dollars that they collect, they want to give it back to the community, right? And I'm just kind of repeating what Ambessa said, and I am one of them. So, so we making a difference. We making, a positive impact. We bringing in clean and renewable energy, and that funds are given by government for you to use to use it for the clean renewable energy. So since you are not paying anything for you, so there will be no payment. The second thing is lien, right? You must be worried about lien. Like, okay, I have to put, I know people have solar on the rooftop, and they have to put lien on the property. But guess what? You don't have to. Maybe I'm going to ask this question: why you don't have to? I see Siddiq is here. Hi, Siddiq. Good to have you. Would you be able to answer this question: why you do not have to pay, or more specifically, why there is not going to be any lien on your property? Mostly covered by grid, right? Because you are not paying anything out of your pocket. So what is the reason for anyone to put a lien on your property? So that's a good thing, right? Right? Yeah? Good. And there won't be any hidden cost whatsoever. You have to trust us for that. You must be wondering, like, there's no free lunch, right? In America? But you have free burritos over there, by the way. Make sure you guys have some. So there's not going to be any cost. Right? Exactly. We're going to do everything legal way. We're not going to hide anything. We're going to stay every steps with you. I am one of the engagement coordinator. With me is Sophia and Lorena, and also, not Lorena, sorry. Camila, there she is. She's a translator in Spanish. I hope everybody can hear that. So we're going to be all the way with you, and I'm glad to see your face, Mr. Sadiq, and you can vouch for that. And if you have a moment, I would like you and appreciate you if you can come and say a few words, what we have done for you so far. Okay, so moving along. So you can see the qualifying income, right? And I don't think that's yeah, it is the updated one. Okay, good. So solar affordable housing program clients qualification. We are, well, all the qualifications here are on the slide. To participate in our program, you have to meet this requirement. Own and live in the home. You have to meet below the income limits. For example, the family of 4, as you can see in there, the total is 80,375. That is for the DexX program. But if you are in the TCC area, if you are in Iron Triangle, Santa Fe, and Colorado, look at this, right? Your income level goes so high, it's like 125,000 plus. And it's going to keep going higher and higher every year, hopefully. Okay, so that's it. And then also, the total household income, what we look at, your tax return for like last year's 2024, which you have filed this year, where it will say your total income on line 9. If you do have a copy of your tax return, can you please take a look at it and then match with this income qualification? So there's 2 categories in there, right? As you can see, this is the tax income, right? And then this is the TCC income. Yes. If you are in that area, those 3 areas right there in Iron Triangle, Santa Fe, and Colorado, you are in that bracket. So in the meantime, go ahead and take a look and be prepared because we are prepared for you already. Okay, so you need to have also enough electrical usage, right? So the usage is around like 3,000 usage for the last 12 months. And if you are lower than 3,000, we can take a look at it. We can see what we can do for you. And then, we do inspect the roof, which I'm going to talk about that later, probably. And so we'll skip that part. Also, you may check with the city of Richmond, with Valerie over here, to see what kind of fundings they have to meet the requirements. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying, enough electrical usage. So you said 3,000 what?
So for the 3, so what we're gonna do, we will pull out your PG&E bill through the utility API request that we're gonna send it to you, and it will pull up the usage for the like 24 months or something. But we will look at the latest 12 months of your usage. So like today month is July, and then we look until last year June. So by looking at the monthly usages, we will add them up to calculate to see how many usage you have, and it's measured in kilowatt hour.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Yes.
So how many? What's the max? What's the amount that? Because if you don't use very much electricity, then you might not qualify. I think you're saying. So
Yes. Yes. So
minimum.
So the minimum, the minimum we had set up was 3,000, and that is pretty. This is between low and medium, somewhere in there, because the average use of 3,000 is kind of higher than what the average household home uses, right? So you should be able to fit into that category. If it doesn't, we can take a look at it further. Yeah.
Is this the one that you're talking about?
Yes. So what we're going to do, I'm just going through briefly the presentation. After this, we will answer all your questions in details, right? Okay.
Yes.
Already? So the next slide would be, you are probably wondering, how do you qualify, right? That's the questions we're getting. We can go in there. So the other criteria, that question that you asked, ma'am, is you must own and live in your home, as you can see in there. And then we already talked about the income line, line 9 on your tax 40 form. And it has to be a state-funded area, like what Ambessa has described. And then, you should have enough electrical usage. We will, look into it when it comes to that. And also, you should have a good roof space and limited shade. If you meet all these qualifications, you may qualify for no-cost solar program. Yes? Yes, ma'am. So, for you repair your roof? Yes. Yeah, what we can do, all the questions, these are very good questions, I remember that, but let's go and finish the presentation, and we'll take all the questions in the end. Yeah? Thank you. And I hand it back to Erica. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Erica Munoz. My pronouns are she, her, ella. I am an EV advisor and a program coordinator in the Clean Mobility Department. I'm coming to talk to you about electric vehicle incentives and also chargers. If you are a homeowner or if you live in a multifamily property, your property managers may have electric vehicle service equipment installed on there for you, so you don't have to own your home to purchase your vehicle, but you do have to own your home in order to get a personal charger. You have to have some place to park your vehicle, like a garage or maybe a carport outside of your home. And we have a video that they're going to show you. We're going to have a video that we're going to show you on how it works.
Hola, buenas tardes. Soy un miembro de una familia que afortunadamente está beneficiando de la gran compañía Grid Alternatives. Grid Alternatives y sus paneles solares no solo los ahorran dinero, pero también los ha dado tranquilidad de espíritu, sabiendo que utilizamos la energía natural del sol para los usos diarios de electricidad en la casa. Les agradecemos mucho a Grid Alternatives por la contribución a nuestra familia. Ojalá podrán contribuir a nuestra comunidad de Richmond, California. Gracias.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Dennis. I've been a Richmond resident since 1955. 2 years ago, I got panels from Grid Alternatives for free. Thank God for free. My first bill was only $6. $6. The money I saved on electric bill has helped me pay for my medicine, my medical, and other bills.
And so, is this a video? Can we play it? Does this play? Oh. Where's the sound?
On our communities.
There we go.
California has many programs to help people with low and moderate incomes switch to clean energy like electric cars and solar panels. These programs can reduce pollution and save you money on your transportation and electricity bills. Meet Alma and her family. They have an old, inefficient car that's no good for their wallet or the planet. Alma wishes she could afford something cleaner and more reliable, but she assumes electric vehicles are out of her reach and doesn't have time to do a lot of research. Access Clean California is here to help. We show people like Alma what clean energy benefits are available and get their applications started in one easy place. Our benefits finder is simple and straightforward and guides users through every step. Alma can see all the money she's eligible for and all the other benefits she can get. And she can start applying right away from our secure application form. Soon, Alma and her family will be saving money and helping their community breathe easier. With Access Clean California, you can too. Get started today at accesscleanca.org and help transition to a cleaner California. California Energy and save you money on your transportation and electricity bills. Meet Alma and her family.
Okay, so like the video was explaining to you, Access Clean California is a tool finder an incentive tool finder that we use. What you do is you put in your information. It's about 5 questions. They want to know your zip code, maybe what your household income may be, how many people are in your family inside of your home. And this is what they use to let you know what incentives are available to you in your area. It depends on where you live. Like in the Richmond area, people can get up to $12,000 with a program that is called Clean Cars for All. We do have a Clean Cars for All representative here with us that in the back that can let you know what type of application you need to fill out and what type of incentives you can get if you scrap a vehicle with them for 2010 or older. And you would be able to get up to 12,000. Is it 12,500, Alejandro? 12,000. And if you own your home, there are other incentives out there that can help you with chargers for your home and for the installations. There are also other programs. Can we skip to the next one? Thank you. So the Drive Clean Assistance Program is a benefit that you don't scrap a vehicle, but you can get up to $7,500 to purchase a new fully electric vehicle, a plug-in hybrid vehicle, or a battery or a fuel cell electric vehicle. And you can also get a charging incentive with this. With the Drive Clean Assistant Program, you need to be a Bay Area resident, a new applicant, and have a qualifying income. Richmond Electric Vehicle EV Charging Program also has a car program with benefit with grid alternatives, installation of a level 2 home charger. And to qualify, you must currently own or be in the process of purchasing an EV, which is an electric vehicle, and have off-street parking to put your charger so that you can charge your vehicle in home. And I think that's it for me, for my presentation. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Erica. Give it up for Erica Munoz.
Hey.
And next up, we're going to have our department lead come and tell you more about the program and take on your questions. So I present to you Carmen Zamudio.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Good evening. You don't know how happy I feel to see all of you here. So welcome. Thank you so very much for showing up. This means a lot to us, to the city, and it will mean a lot to you as well. I'm sure about that, okay? So my gratitude also goes to City of Richmond. Thank you so much for helping us, supporting us for more than 10 years on this mission. And we are making a huge difference in many families because of them and because of you. So thank you so much. Now we're going to start with questions. And I remember one very important. We do fix roofs. Yes. Thanks to City of Richmond, we have some money available to help some families. We don't have a ton of money to help everybody, but it's first come, first serve. So what we do is when we ask you about the roof situation or the condition, we're going to send, after you apply for the program, we're going to send our designer team to check it. And if they see that you need a new roof, we want to try to help you. Okay? Zero cost, thanks to City of Richmond. And I believe that deserves a hand, right? Thank you so much. Any other questions?
So, the telephone, do you provide the telephone for us to call that number?
The telephone that we provide to you?
Yeah, because I need help.
Yes, you need to go through the process. So if you are ready with documents today, you can go through the stations starting over there, going like this. And then when it's time to do, finalize your application, process it completely, collect all the documents that we need, then we're going to send the crew to check your house. That is going to take some time, so be patient with us, but it's happening, okay? Yes, ma'am.
Can batteries be purchased?
I was asking about batteries, if batteries are either part of the system or could be purchased to add on.
Okay, we are trying our best to provide you with solar plus battery, but we cannot really promise to you that because that program is administered by PG&E. So what we are doing is applying on your behalf, and if we can secure the space, you will get a battery storage. If you don't get it from us, it's possible that you can buy on your own, but it will be something that we can talk more later on. Yes, because we're going to try to give you this for free. Okay? Any other questions?
Sir?
Yeah, I had a question about the kilowatt hours. So if you use less than 3,000 kilowatt hours, and what time frame is that actually?
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this. Don't disqualify yourself because if you believe that you have a low usage. We have solutions for you. Okay?
Okay.
Now, it's better to have more than 3,000 because the size of the solar system can be bigger and can give you more savings. That's the real reason why we wanted to have at least 3,000 kilowatt hour. If you have less than that, we're going to work with you. We know how to make it work for all of you. Okay? That is internal work.
And she had a question about Ruby.
So
doctor.
if you repair electricity and you have 110, do you upgrade it to the 220?
Let's put it this way. We also have, thanks to City of Richmond, again, some funding to upgrade your electrical panel. So that is determined by the designer crew. And not 220, the max will be 200. But it's something that needs to go through our construction team before we can say that we can help or not. So it's based case to case. Thank you. Aye.
Yeah, I have a question. Assuming I'm a renter, but the owner of the house is my parent, can I apply for the program?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
This is for homeowner occupy.
Well, at the end of the day, the deed will be transferred to me.
Yes. When there's transferred to you, then you will be the owner and you live in the house, then we can help.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm going over here real quick because I saw this gentleman's hand, and
here.
I'm coming right over to you.
It's a doctor. Yes, doctor.
So there was a 10-year time frame that was listed on one of the slides.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you take the solar panels back after 10 years, or what happens after 10 years?
All are great questions. We're going to offer 10-year free electricity with the solar system. After 10 years, you're going to have options. One of them will be to buy it at fair market price. The other one can be removed for free. But I recommend to think about that after you have the solar installed and working for years. Maybe at the year number 9, you can make a decision. Because the solar panels normally last 25 years producing savings for your home. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. Can you go over again about, you said something about replacing some, you talked about replacing, say, a water heater or a stove. If it's, so part of my bill is gas because it's a heat system and a water heater and a very old gas stove.
Yes.
So if those were changed to electric, I would be using more electricity.
Correct.
But is the program, so far I can't afford to do any of those changes. Does the program cover any of that?
Yes, and I'm going to have Ambessa, who is the manager of that program, to respond.
So the program is called TCC, Transformative. You're not in that area. Unfortunately, right now, currently, because things always change, that's only available to the Iron Triangle, Coronado, and Santa Fe areas. Thank you. But we are working on finding ways to create more access for you to change those things. Just bear with us.
We have a question over there.
We have one question in the back,
also
and I see
receive
you.
questions in Spanish.
I see you right over.
And probably in French.
and maybe even Cantonese, if anybody has one of those questions.
Behind you is a gentleman. Thank you.
Vivo en el North Richmond y estoy en el área más cerca de la refinería.
Okay.
Ustedes están comentando que la refinería es quien cubre un poco o da cierto dinero para ese programa. ¿Por qué el área de North Richmond no califica ahorita que están diciendo que es el Triángulo? Si es el que está más cerca de donde recibimos todas las contaminaciones.
Ok, una pregunta. ¿Usted recibió la invitación a esta workshop? Quiere decir que entonces usted califica.
Okay.
Lo que posiblemente no califique es para el programa de TCC, que es solamente para Iron Triangle, Santa Fe y Coronado, pero califica para el resto del programa.
Ok, gracias.
Un placer. Okay, the question was, he lives in North Richmond. He wants to know why he cannot qualify. And I said, if you receive a letter invite for this workshop, you do qualify. But if you don't live in the TCC area, which is Iron Triangle neighborhood, Coronado or Santa Fe, you don't qualify for electrification at this moment. But we're working on it.
Otra preguntas?
Any more questions? Okay.
My question was actually the same one that she had, but I actually live in that area. So can I get my water heater? Thank you.
The answer is possibly, and there's a step to it. So again, our subcontractors, MCE that we work with, they send a contractor into your home to assess the home, to assess how energy is used, right? But chances are, if you have an old hot water heater or an old stove from when the dinosaurs ruled the earth that are still like in your home, chances are, after they do the assessment, they'll see that it's not being used efficiently. And staying in that area, and living in that area, you do qualify for a swap out.
Thank you.
They'll also help with like insulation in the house?
Yes, they do help with insulation. Insulation is part of the energy efficiency measures that they do have. I saw another question over here real quick. I see, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll follow the bouncing ball.
I live with my dad, but I pay the bill. Can we still qualify? And he owns the house. Yes. Okay. Second question. Most of the houses in that Iron Triangle area, they're old panels. Is it going to be really hard because I'm sure for solar systems, it needs to upgrade. Is it going to be easy to actually upgrade for a panel?
Yes, because part of our work, so for one, we've discovered that a lot of the homes in Richmond are older homes and the like. And so we work with subcontractors on our own that actually do panel work. Within the TCC grant, there actually are funds to actually swap out old electrical systems in your home and replace them and the like. And as of late, we've gotten some greater support from the city of Richmond, which helps us to do more of this work. So especially if you live in the Iron Triangle, Coronado, and Santa Fe, you do qualify. Now, in terms of like your home, what we normally need everything to be under somebody's name to be across everything from like the deed to like your PG&E and everything. So that is how we can get around that. However, it does, and Carmen, maybe I can have you answer that question around the income, how the income's calculated. Like they take the income from the whole household, yes?
The whole household. But let me tell you something. Let's say that you live with your dad, you say, but you don't contribute to the household. You rent in a room. Your income don't count. Neither your person, only the owner of the home. So you can go through the processing here, so we can know more details about your case. But I will suggest to everybody, do not disqualify yourself. Talk to us, please. We always going to look for ways to qualify you, not to disqualify you. We want you, okay? Okay, thank you. Question?
So,
Yes, sir.
I got the mic. Anyway, so I had a question about the, you have a 10-year agreement, but you have a 5-year warranty. So what happens if you need a new roof in year 6? Who takes care of that?
Okay, great question. So normally we are not going to install solar in your roof if we don't verify that you have at least 10 years remaining life on the roof. So I don't see that happening. Yes, over here, another question over there. Can you pass on the microphone, please? Okay. And the other side?
Please raise your hand if you have questions, and I will get right over to you. Thank you.
Just for the record, we're going to start questions at 7. And we're going to start, with the process for people that is ready to start the process. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to give another half an hour for more questions to be asked. Okay? Thank you.
Hi, my question is about the income. What about if you don't qualify? Because this is based on 2024, right? Your income?
Based on 2024 income taxes, line 9.
Okay, so what about if you don't qualify?
If you don't qualify, I will say not to worry for now, but maybe you qualify next year because the income line increases every year. It's reviewed.
So is there any programs for people that don't qualify that have financial issues? Because I'm a single homeowner and I'm the only one paying for my mortgage by myself, and I have bills to pay, so that's why I came today. But it looks like there were 2 incomes, so I'm kind of a little confused why there were 2 incomes.
Well, if you have any of you have a family member or someone that lives in your home for at least 6 months, 1 day, even if it's on and off, you can count that person as a household member, if that helps you to qualify.
I don't think she understood my question.
And I'm really sorry. I really heard you. We can talk and see if it's something that we can ask that can make you qualify.
What enables us to administer these programs or these government grants that we have to be able to put solar on your home and the like? And fortunately, unfortunately, they have limitations, right? They have certain limits that, for example, in the TCC areas, it's really 80% AMI. So if you make 80% area median income, you qualify for a lot of our services. And the rest of Richmond, it's pretty much akin to or like Care Fera. So if you're enrolled in Care Fera, chances are you qualify. And last time we actually did the math, it's something like 55% area median income. Those tend to be the tools that we use to be able to do some of these programs. There are some things happening. We are working with the city of Richmond closer and closer to expand our program more. But unfortunately, we can only serve within the limits that we have. There are times and moments that we can expand past that. But every time that we have an opportunity, anybody who's enrolled in our program, anybody who we have listed, and we pull reports to find out, okay, who did we miss last time when we couldn't do something beyond our limits, we then make calls, we then revisit to see if we can get a system on your home. So we ask you to please bear with us and please be patient, because at GRID, it's our job to figure out how can we actually expand the program to those in need, and unfortunately, we are bound by the state limits.
Yeah. So don't go, because I have an idea for you. You can come and talk to Helen probably over here. Can you raise your hand, Helen? Okay, over here, please, because we have possible a little bandwidth to help. Okay.
And when Carmen says she has an idea, mountains move. So.
You're so kind. You're so kind. Thank you.
Buenas,
Any other? Dígame.
Buenas tardes. Yo
Dígame.
tengo dos preguntas. La primera es, cuando dicen acerca del panel eléctrico, hacer un upgrade, si la electricidad viene de abajo, underground, ¿eso también califica?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Ok, la segunda es, si, por ejemplo, yo vengo de trabajar, no alcancé a llegar a agarrar mis papeles, etcétera, y sé que hay un proceso. Si no estoy lista para entregar eso, ¿qué puedo hacer?
You still can sign up, and we're going to follow up with you. So don't worry if you don't have all the documents needed today. We're going to follow up. We are not going nowhere. We are here for you 364, maybe.
Carmen,
Yes.
any chance you could quickly paraphrase what you just said in Spanish, because someone here wants to
Okay.
hear what you just said
Sí.
in English.
No se preocupe si la luz viene los cables debajo de la...
Can you say it in English?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, the other way. Okay, wait. Okay.
Everybody look up. Carmen.
If you have, I said it's not a problem to upgrade the electrical panel if the wiring goes under the ground. Not a problem. Okay? We still can do upgrades because the upgrade is going on the electrical box. Okay?
And her second question was about not having all the paperwork.
Not having all the paperwork. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. See, I love this public. Okay. If you don't have the paperwork, don't worry. If you have a friend, a relative, or someone that you can pass on this information, this is not the only day that we can apply for this. We are open 364 days, maybe 362, something like that, okay? But we're going to be available for you. So just sign up, make sure that we have your information so we can follow up. Okay? Yes, sir.
Quick question.
Okay.
So let's say, okay, once you get the panels up, and then somehow you have a leak somewhere in the panels, is there an emergency contact or somebody
Yes,
that you can
yes.
call to make sure, to
We
get
got
them?
your back. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to stop questions at this moment. So listen to this, please.
Can we get everybody's attention real
Yes,
quick?
Real quick. Questions, please. Okay. This is a form that came from the state of California. They create this solar protection guide for clients that are interested in getting solar. So it's only an acknowledgement, and we're going to ask you for a couple of initials just to make sure that you got this information. The government is very interested in you knowing that you have rights. And this talk about ways that for-profit companies work. But also mention in page number 6 that Grid Alternatives is the only entity in the state of California that can provide you with solar at no cost. Okay? So you're going to be asked to please provide us with this, and we're going to give you a package. So to start the process, you can go there, the second table, third table, fourth table. And thank you so very much, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, team.
One more second before everybody leaves. So, in about a month, on Saturday, August 23rd, we're going to have a community event at Unity Park in which we'll be able to receive you as well and take some of your questions as well if you have more questions. So I'm going to be passing out flyers, and please take one.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I have one more thing. If you remember signing up, right, checking in, you signed a waiver that you would want an LED light bulb. When you're leaving, you can just grab a box of LED light bulbs outside on a table. Yep. Thank you, everyone.